So the portion of Reeh means to see, right? To see, and it says here in the Torah, Reeh anochi noten lifnechem hayom. See, I am giving to you today, okay? Blessing and curse. And then he says, את הברכה אשר תשמעו אל מצוות השם אלוקיכם אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם היום, והכללה, אם לא תשמעו את מצוות השם אלוקיכם. So again, it looks like a threat. Like, I'm going to see, I'm giving you blessing and curse. I'm giving you the blessing. There is the, et. Et means to aleph to taf. It means the complete blessing. Aleph is the first letter of the alphabet and taf is the last one. And every time we have the word et, it means the, all right? It's a completion of, because, of the Hebrew letters, which is a completion of the energy of the universe. So I'm giving you aleph to taf, et habracha, the blessing, if you're going to listen. Again, see and listen. If you're going to listen and you're going to do what I'm asking you to do. And the curse, and it doesn't say, because in the blessing it says et habracha, the blessing, and the curse, it just say curse. If you are not going to listen and you're not going to do what I'm asking you to do. So again, it sounds like a threat. We talked about it in length last week, that it's all about consciousness. Nobody is really punishing us. It's we were talking about the cause and effect. That if I'm in the right consciousness, that everything is going according to my plan from the inside out, okay? And if I'm not, then I'm not. A person cannot say it's a curse if I'm jumping from a five-story building. It's a curse, I died because I wasn't lucky, right? Nobody will do that, because that if you're going to jump from a 5-story building, probably we are not going to survive it. All right, so it's not about, oh, God doesn't love me, how did I die, when I jumped there. So it's not about that. It's if I'm in the right frequency of the of the universe, if I'm seeing the same, if I'm allowing myself to go above time, space, and motion, I have the right consciousness, then everything is open up for me. And if I choose to close my eyes, and if I choose not to see, and if I choose to do things that going against me, then who's to blame, right? But the Creator is saying, see today, okay? And the today, again, it's something that we talked last week. It's about the now. See today, in every given moment, see the blessing. You need to see the blessing in every given moment. And the trick is that even in that moment, it's painful. And even in that moment, it's uncomfortable. It's still a blessing. Bottom line here, that many, many, many times we do not really know what is a blessing and what is a curse in our life. Re'eh, which means to see, coming before the new moon of Virgo. So we have really the ability, starting this weekend, starting today, along the weekend, to ask the Creator to see what is it that holding us back. Now, it's easy to go to someone else and ask, what do you think? We always say that, in the month of Virgo, why don't you go to a friend and ask what is it that you need to correct, and then see what they tell you and see if you can do that. I think that, when you do that, when you actually go to a friend or to someone that really loves you, maybe it will be good 40%, but it's not going to be 100% good. Because nobody really knows you, even the people that really know you. Because nobody knows how do you really feel. Nobody experienced what you experienced. Nobody felt what you felt in certain times. Nobody knows your fears. Nobody can go into your soul and really go through the process, and nobody has the memory that you have from failures. Nobody can really see the pattern in your life. Yes, sometimes on the outside. But again, the outside is not the world. The outside is just a way to come in. But the work is really from the inside. So in this weekend, and as much as we can, in the month of Virgo, in the month of Elul, to ask ourselves important questions. First question is, who I really am. Where am I in my life right now? Before, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? Let's find out the truth about ourselves. Yes, I'm Esther. Please, Creator. I have questions. Ask the Creator the questions. Where am I? What am I capable of? Maybe my goals are so far away, and sometimes, even us, sometimes we're talking about righteous people and we put them so high, and we always think like, oh my God, we will never be able to get there. But we will, and yes, we can make goals like that. But first, before we make goals, we need to know where we're standing. Because if you, let's say, I heard someone said, like, if you're on the GPS, right? And the GPS, you want to say, I want to go to the Kabbalah Center. So the GPS will ask you, where are you now? If you don't know where are you, how will it take you to your destination? We really need to find, everything is about light and vessel. Vessel, what is my vessel? What am I capable for? What are the things that are really, and then what are the things, after we know, where are we? What are we capable? What do we really want in life? Where are we striving? If the desires and the goals that I have, are they really mine? Or maybe they're my mother's or my father's or society or friends or whatever has been expected from me, and it's not even mine. So we want to start from somewhere. In the 25 day of Elul, of the month of Virgo, the world was created. At the beginning. At the beginning, the Creator created heaven and earth. The first day of creation is the 25th day of Elul. Therefore, then man was created. In Rosh Hashanah, in the new moon of, there's no new moon of Libra, but in Rosh Hashanah, man was created. But the world was created 25 of Elul, 25 of Virgo. So this is the seed level. That's why Re'eh, Re'eh, we can see what we need. Who are we? What are we striving for? What is our vessel? What are we capable of? And once we know that, then we are able to see, what are the things that makes us pain, that are hurting us. The South Node in Sagittarius wants us to be real spiritual people, right? No more hide behind big words, behind high words, all right? Or behind, I'm a good person, or I'm a spiritual person, therefore I'm not reactive. It's not anymore to say the slogan, and you hear me say that for more than a year. By December, it's going to be another mantra. When the nodes will move into Taurus and Scorpio. But they're still in Sagittarius. And what does it really mean to be a spiritual person? See, a spiritual person is someone who's constantly growing and constantly learning. Can we really grow without pain? Not really. A person without pain doesn't think to grow. Doesn't think that he needs to repent, doesn't think that something is wrong with him and maybe they need to become better people most of the time. Maybe we have some righteous people, but most of us, when everything goes smooth, we don't take the time to reflect. So when I was talking about the corona, so the corona is back, but the whole idea of corona is to go inside. We talked about it for years. To go inside is to find out where are we, to find out who we are, to find out what we really want. And yet it came back because we're not really there. That virus, call it whatever it is, it's not a coincidence. Nothing in life is a coincidence. So if it come back and again we have to go home, or we're trying not to, but yes and no, there's still work that we need to do the whole year of since the beginning. And it was Pluto and Saturn in conjunction, in Capricorn, and then at the end of the year it was the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, that we need to break free from what? Break free from the outside world. The outside world is telling us how to live life. That truth and lie got confused. What is a blessing? What is a curse? Got confused. We don't know sometimes to point what is a blessing and what is a curse. What is good and what is bad? Because negative things makes us happy because we need that constant pleasure, because that pleasure, we have pain that we need to deal with, and we're running away to have pleasure because we are not willing to go with the pain. But the pain is not going away. He's going to chase us again and again. And in the time of Virgo, we can go inside, we can ask Creator, what is it? What is my wound that I don't see? What is it that within me? Ask questions. Ask questions like, how could it be that I'm a spiritual person and I still don't have a perfect life? And how could it be that I'm sharing and sharing and sharing, and instead of being happy about it, I'm just become more miserable and more miserable, and my life is not become good? Because when we coming and learn spirituality, and we learn that we need to share, and sharing is great and sharing is amazing. But sharing is great and amazing when we're doing it from a place of peace, from a place of a true desire, not from a place of running away. Because true spirituality is to grow. And true spirituality is not to share, is to grow. Sharing is one of the tools that helps us grow. All right? But if we're not willing to go inside and share with others because I want that. Not because, I'm sad right now and let me share and feel good about me. So it's also about me. So sometimes we use sharing and we're coming from that self-righteousness of, you remember the past life, the South Node in Sagittarius, from being righteous, and it doesn't matter my life, I just want to share with others, I just want to give to others. Someone come and say thank you, and you're like, don't worry. You know that if you don't hear the thank you, you get empty inside. When someone say thank you to you, say you're welcome. Accept that. We are not here to be righteous people. We are here to grow. True spirituality is to grow. True spirituality is to feel the pain and not to run away with it, not to run away from it. So first of all, the new moon. The sun and the moon are in Leo. Okay, the sun and the moon are in Leo, 16 degree, 14 minutes. And the sun and the moon will square Uranus. Okay, Uranus in Taurus. Now, sun and moon in Leo, many times I can see Leos, past life Leos, or that all they want is to share. All they want is to share, and they have that ego that they don't want to receive anything. It's like a king that, I want to help all my people, but if someone wants to help the king, you don't do me any favor. It's your right to take care of me, right? It's like the king has a good heart and he share with everyone and he always want to feel superior, right? But when it comes to someone else, give the king, it's like nobody is doing any favor. It's their obligation, right? So they don't know how to receive. And when someone already wants to give them, it's like, no, it's okay. I'm the king, And the sun and the moon in Leo together in the new moon, it's important that we will have that circuitry of sharing and receiving, to be the king that gives and to be the king that say thank you when you receive. And not to take it for granted that someone's supposed to share with you or supposed to give you because you are the king. All right? So very important when the sun and moon are in Leo, to stay humble, of course, but humility, it's not humble, guys. It's not humble. When someone come and say thank you to you, and you're like, oh no, that's okay, it's nothing, don't worry, it's not nothing. You worked hard for it. You gave from yourself. You gave from something you have, from your time, from your money, from your heart, you gave. You need to be appreciated, but you need to be able to take that appreciation. Someone already want to give it to you, and you say, oh no, everything is fine. You empty. You got empty, and there's nothing more for you to give. Right? So you have that sun and moon in Leo, and they square Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is liberation. Taurus is survival. We survive. We are survive. The ego is trying to survive. We're trying to maintain something that doesn't work for us. The pain, the wound, we want to heal it. Okay, Uranus is allowing us by squaring it. Square is a harsh relationship that they have between you. Uranus is not letting go. He's fighting the ego of the Leo, and he's going to say, no, you're going to liberate yourself. You're going to have to do it, because that's the way to go. To be liberated from all the surviving mode, for all the things that we have to have in order to be happy, in order to have, to have that peace of mind, in order to find our inner voice. And the sun and the moon also trine Chiron. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer, and Chiron is in Aries. So Aries is about me, and Chiron is the wounded healer that says you don't have the right to be you. People are always going to be more important. People are always, not going to let you be the leader. And when that Uranus is trying Chiron, he's treating it with gentleness, and he says, I can help you heal by you. Uranus at the middle is telling the Leo, learn to receive, learn to be a person that is open, that doesn't have that ego of I don't need, and receive what the universe wants to give you. Okay, and Chiron, heal yourself, heal the energy of that I'm not an Aries, I'm not important, everyone is more important than me, I'm not receiving what I need to receive from people. So when you have that combination, you can see how Uranus is like, taking the lead here of heal the wound. You say, if the new moon of Virgo, when the time that we are starting the repentance, in the time that we have slichot is a forgiveness, right? We have that beautiful the Uranus trine Chiron, and it's allowing, because Uranus is very clear, right? It's Aquarius. You can see very clear where is the wound. The wounded healer, Chiron, is in Aries. I don't have what it takes. I don't have courage. And he's healing the wound. He's helping. He's not going to do, it's not like we're going to sit like that and he's going to heal our wounds. We want to ask for it. And I said, don't ask. I mean, you can ask people. Yeah, again, you can ask people. But talk to the Creator. Go to nature. Go to the ocean. Here in Florida, we have a lot of oceans and a lot of lakes. Everywhere there's mountains, there's water. Go to the nature. Have unity, unity with the Creator, and just ask questions. Who really I am? What is my wound? Why that person push my buttons? Why am I wounded there that I had to react so badly to someone that hurt me? Why that someone that hurt me trigger that wound? What was really hurting there? Not on the surface. What was really hurting there? And if I know what was really hurting there, then we can free it. Uranus is freedom, liberation. Trine Chiron help to heal the wound. And then we have Mercury, 23 degree, right, in in Leo as well. And he's going to do, Mars. Okay, Mars in Virgo. Mars in Virgo, 6th degree, squaring the nodes, both nodes at T square. All right, Mars in Virgo. Mars in Virgo is clarity. You know, you can see things very, very clearly because, you know, Virgo is very, very organized. And we just talked about Virgo, that it's healing. You know, if you want to see if someone is a healer, you go to the 6th house that rules Virgo. If he has a Neptune there or a Jupiter or any connection to those planets, you know that a person can be a healer because Virgo has the energy of healing. All right, that's the energy of, and the energy of service, true service, not pleasing. If you see a Virgo, usually they're not pleasers, but they are really caring people. All right, unless they have rising Libra, right? Anyway, so that Mars in Virgo, all right, which is healing, is squaring the nodes. The nodes, again, is the south node in Sagittarius and the north node in Gemini. Again, it's karma. Every time that the planet is squaring the nodes, it's a karma. It's something karmatic, very, very strong. And Mars is healing. So it's a time we can heal the past and the future by healing the past. Because remember, the south node is in Sagittarius, we talked about it. By being a true spiritual person, by knowing exactly where is our wound, by not running away from the fear and willing to grow from it. Willing to grow from the fear, because only, not fear, pain, God, sorry. Only, dealing with that pain will allow us to grow. All right? So it's a beautiful, because he's opening that portal, he's organizing that portals, he's making a list of what needs to be done. So that's also give us, some opening in the sky that will help us in the process of repentance and finding out what makes us unhappy. And how could it be that we share and instead of being happy about it, we get upset about it? How can a person share and you get upset at the end of the day? Because something in that sharing is not moving, or is not right, or you're not doing it from the right place. If you're not doing it from the right place, if you're doing it from a place of don't want to deal with pain, then you go share. Or you share too much, or you share, sometimes when we want to compensate or something, we share too much and we think that if we're going to fix someone else's life, our life will be fixed by ourselves. It doesn't work. We always have to know where we're standing, what are we capable, what is our vessel, what is the wound, so we will be able to deal with it. And from there, we can go and share with others. And then we have Mercury. All this is in the new moon of Virgo, okay? At the chart of the new moon. And then we have Mercury having a yod. We talked about the yod is 150 degree to Neptune, 150 degree to Pluto, and Pluto and Neptune 30 degree together. It creates an aspect that called a yod, like we have a T-square, right? With a T-square with Mars and the nodes, we have a yod with Mercury, Neptune, and Pluto. That yod, we talked about it a little bit. It's the quincunx. It makes from two quincunx, and this is, some even astrologer call it the finger of God, because it looks like that. It looks like a finger. It's a small 30 degree and 150 degree triangle, and it looks like a finger, right? And everybody say it's like the finger of God. This is where, we feel we really have no control. The things are not happening the way they're supposed to be. It can be very, very confusing, but it can only be confusing if we work from the outside in. But if we work from the inside out, when we work from the inside out, it's like we let the light, we surrender, we're willing to feel And the answers, if we ask something, answers can be given to us. But we want to ask because we really want to know. Not because, that's what I'm supposed to do because I'm a spiritual person. You really want to know, where are you standing in your life? So you will be able to make goals for the future and slowly, slowly, without exaggeration, make that happen. And then we have Venus. Where is Venus? In Virgo, 20 degree. And she is opposite Neptune in Pisces. And, it will also going to give us clarity. Because Venus in Virgo is very clear, guys. It's very clear. It's down to earth. Very much down to earth. And very much common sense. Neptune in Pisces, on the other hand, is the total flyer. The one that is living in this world but not really here. Oh, unconditional love and like all this, like it could be really real. But many times it can be a little bit outside of, let's say it can be very confused. And because Neptune is confusion, all right? And Virgo is reality. When we're looking at things in our life, it will help us clarify what is a blessing and what is a curse. To see that sometimes things that we are going through in our life, and the Virgo will make them very clear about call for action. How am I going to take care of it? And if I'm willing to go through that process and take care of that on those things, then you can see life shining back at you. All right, not to be confused. Virgo, in one hand, is reality. Neptune is illusion. And if we really want to know, you see that the universe in the new moon of Virgo really supporting us, that if we really want to know, we will know. If we really want to go to a true repentance, we will be able to do that.